The glass shattered before anyone realized what had happened. Silence crashed over the entire floor. Adrian Cole didn't even look at the broken pieces behind him. His cold eyes were locked on the girl standing in front of him, frozen, a stack of files slipping from her trembling hands. "Pick them up." Maya stared at him, heart pounding. "You walked into me." A gasp rippled through the office. Adrian's jaw tightened. "Excuse me?" "You heard me," she said, forcing her voice steady. "You were charging through like everyone should disappear." The entire room held its breath. He took one slow step closer. "Do you have any idea who you're talking to?" "Yes," Maya shot back. "A man who thinks fear is the same thing as respect." Someone dropped a pen. Adrian's expression darkened, dangerous and controlled. "What's your name?" "Maya Adeyemi." "Not anymore," he said flatly. "You're fired." She blinked once. Then something unexpected happened. She smiled. "Good," she said. "Saves me the trouble of quitting." And just like that, she turned her back on the most feared CEO in the building and walked away. That was the moment everything changed. 3 days later, Maya stood behind a polished marble counter, adjusting her uniform and forcing a smile at a passing guest. It wasn't her dream job, but it paid. Barely. Rent was due and life didn't pause for pride. "Table 7 needs water," her supervisor whispered. "I've got it," Maya replied, grabbing the tray. She turned and froze. Adrian Cole, standing right there, watching her, slow, intent, amused. "You've got to be kidding me," she muttered under her breath. He walked toward her like he owned the air again. "What do you want?" she asked, keeping her voice low. Adrian tilted his head slightly. "That's not how you greet your employer." Her stomach dropped. "You don't work here." "I don't," he said calmly. "I own it." Maya's grip tightened on the tray. "Every table, every paycheck, including yours." For a moment, she said nothing. Then, "Of course you do," she muttered. "Because clearly the universe isn't done punishing me." A faint smirk touched his lips. Still bold. "I see unemployment didn't teach you anything." "Actually," she shot back, "it taught me I don't need to tolerate arrogant men with power issues." His eyes sharpened. "Careful," he said quietly. "You're still very replaceable." Maya leaned in slightly, her voice just as quiet. "Then replace me." For a split second, something flickered in his expression. Interest. Then it was gone. "Bring me water," he said. She exhaled sharply. Unbelievable. Over the next few days, he made sure she saw him. Constantly. "This is warm," he'd say, pushing a glass back toward her. "It's room temperature. I prefer colder." "Fix it." Another time. "You're 3 minutes late." "I was assigned somewhere else." "Not anymore." Every interaction was deliberate, calculated. And every time Maya fought back. Just enough. "You enjoy this, don't you?" she snapped one evening. "Enjoy what?" "Acting like a dictator in a suit." He leaned closer. "And you enjoy challenging me." "I enjoy not being controlled." "Everyone is controlled," Adrian replied. "Some just don't realize it." She stared at him, anger burning. "Not me." He smiled faintly. "We'll see." That night, Maya stormed into the staff room and slammed the door. "I swear, if he says one more thing." She started pacing. "You talk about me a lot." She spun around. He was in the doorway. Of course he was. "Do you follow me everywhere?" she snapped. "Only when you're interesting. I'm not your entertainment." "No," he said softly. "You're a disruption." She paused. "What does that mean?" "It means," he said, stepping closer, "you don't behave the way people are supposed to around me." "Good," she replied. "Maybe someone should." For the first time, he didn't respond immediately. He just looked at her. Really looked. And that unsettled her more than anything. Days passed. The tension didn't fade, it grew. Then one afternoon, Maya overheard something that changed everything. Private contract. High pay. Confidential. Life-changing money. She hesitated. Then she applied. because sometimes survival mattered more than pride. A week later, she walked into a quiet office, clutching her bag tightly. "This better be worth it," she murmured. "Sit." Her blood ran cold. She looked up slowly. Adrian Cole, already seated, watching her. "No," she said immediately, turning toward the door. "Absolutely not." "Wait," a voice said, sliding a paper across the table. Maya glanced down. The number on it made her breath catch. Her fingers tightened around the edge of the table. Adrian leaned back slightly, studying her reaction. "Still want to leave?" he asked. She swallowed. "What is this?" she asked quietly. "A contract," he replied. "Simple, temporary, mutually beneficial. Nothing about you is simple. Yet you're still here." She hesitated, then slowly sat down. "That's what I thought," he murmured. Maya met his gaze, her voice firm despite the storm inside her. "Don't mistake this for submission." "I wouldn't dream of it," he said. "That's what makes this interesting." "Why me?" He didn't answer immediately. Then, "Because you don't break." Silence filled the room. Maya exhaled slowly. "And what happens if I refuse?" He leaned forward slightly. "Then you walk away," he said. "Just like before." Her chest tightened. "And if I accept?" Faint smile. "Then everything changes." She stared at him, realizing this wasn't just about money. This was a game, a dangerous one, and somehow, she was already in it. The question was, how far was she willing to go? If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to like the video and drop a comment. Would you trust him or walk away? Maya took a deep breath. "This doesn't mean you control me," she said. Adrian's eyes locked onto hers. "No," he replied calmly. "It means we begin." And just like that, the real story started.